Hey guys, Ghostface is back once again to give you Tanner's personal ranking on the Scream movies with the release of Scream 6, and let's get to it. Now, when it comes to rankings, people usually do worst to best. Now, to me, there isn't a single bad Scream movie. The only one that I wouldn't really recommend that you would buy it is my last one, so let's get to it. Number six is gonna be Scream 3. Now, just because that's at the bottom doesn't mean it's bad, but it is my least favorite out of all the Scream movies. This movie has potential for actually having good things like showing us how movies are made in Hollywood and all that, how this movie is like just very Hollywood in general. I also like the little partnership between Jennifer and Gale. I think that's pretty interesting, and I like the two cops, and I think the Jay and Silent Bob cameo is pretty good. But what holds it back for being the worst Scream movie is I don't really care for the Roman reveal. That's kind of what really holds it back. And Sydney, for her being the big star of this franchise, she is just kind of underutilized and kind of feels like an afterthought in this movie. But just because it's at the bottom does not mean it's bad. But I would still recommend it. Number five is going to be Scream 2. Now, this movie has issues. I remember when I first watched it, this was actually the first Scream movie that I ever watched. And yes, the big horror geek that wanted to watch the first Scream movie, where the dad did not let me watch Scream 1 for a while. I woke up early one night and was on Netflix back when they were really good and had really good movies on there. I put on Scream 2 because I just felt like it, and I just got really excited when I saw Scream 2 on there. I thought the movie was okay, but that's kind of made me nervous to even watch the first Scream because I was afraid it would be more like this one. But after a while, after I watched the first movie and then watched this one after it, I kind of grew to appreciate it, which I accidentally forgot to say in the review. I'm sorry, he wouldn't let me say it. Kept pointing me with a gun. But anyways, I think this is still a pretty good Scream movie. I think it's a pretty damn good sequel to the first Scream. I think that it's just really good with the returning cast and characters, and I really like the college setting. But what kind of holds it back is some of the things where it kind of runs for 2 hours and feels that they just put in random scenes, and this really kind of drags for a while in a way, but it's not a bad thing either. But I honestly feel that they could have cut out a few scenes, like with the theater scene and all that, and that stupid fucking lunchroom scene. I feel that could have been cut out too. But what we got, I think, is a pretty damn good Scream movie. But like I said, the runtime of this movie kind of just feels unnecessary. But for this kind of being a rushed sequel, it's still good. I don't know what other rush sequels go to. Number four is the new kid on the block, and that is Scream 6. Now, just because it's at number four does not mean I did not like it. I thought this was a damn good film. This was my most anticipated film of the year. Don't go and watch Tana's short video where it says that it was Mario. It was a fucking lie. And that was before the other trailers and shit came out. But after a while, this kind of slowly became his most anticipated movie of the year. I mean, why wouldn't it? It's me. I'm always great. But anyways, I thought this was a nice sequel to Scream 5. All I heard was that if you liked Scream 5 or if you loved Scream 5, you're gonna love this one too. So I only heard good reviews on it too, and I only heard nothing but good reviews. I hadn't heard one bad review yet, but I wanted to lower my expectations down just a little bit because everyone was saying that this is the best Scream movie since the first one, but I didn't really want to believe that. So I tempered down my expectations just a tiny bit, but I still had a damn good time with this movie. By all means, it's not the best of the series. I don't know why really anyone's saying that, which is their opinion. I can't really yell about it. But I did like it. I did like see Kirby returning, and I did find it interesting how okay, I should put spoilers somewhere. Spoilers! There where the killer is leaving the ghost face masks at the crime scenes with from the other movies. Like you get Scream 4 from Jill and Charlie, Scream 3 with Roman, and you even get the Scream 5 with Richie and Amber. And I don't think they did Mickey and Miss Loomis or Stu and Billy. Yeah, they didn't do that yet. But I did find that interesting and and I really like seeing the shrine of all the Ghostface stuff because just it was just awesome to see all these Easter eggs to these Scream movies. And when I was watching, I was like, yes, it's beautiful. Guys, I thought this was a nice, solid entry, and I'm excited to watch it again. My mom's going to be coming to town soon, so I'm very excited to watch this movie with her. I honestly think she'd really like it, and I thought this was another solid sequel. And please, please, for the love of fuck, give us Scream 7, because I want more after this movie. 3 is the last film directed by Wes Craven, and that was Scream 4. I think this is an awesome movie where it kind of tackles the remake phase. I like the new characters. I like how brutal this Ghostface was, which I forgot to talk about Scream 6. Damn it. Well, pause on here for a sec. Scream 6 is the most brutal and violent Scream movie ever, and I love that. Now let's get back to Scream 4. Scream 4 was one of the brutalest Ghostfaces ever, and I think it for a while this was the goriest film until Scream 6, but I think this was an awesome film. I honestly don't understand a lot of the hate that it gets. A lot of people say that this is their least favorite, which I don't really understand. I thought this was a awesome film. But what things that holds it back for being number two material is how smudged this all the camera lenses are, and I don't really care for the Charlie Ghostface reveal. He kind of just felt there. He kind of just felt like that Jill's just desperate for a partner and just chose some random person. But, well, speaking of Jill, I think Jill is easily one of the best ghost faces. Probably my second best. Who knows? But, yeah, this was an awesome film. And for this being the last film directed by Wes Craven, it was a hell of a way to go out. Alright, top two, baby. Now, one day maybe this list might switch around Sunday. But as we're recording this video right now, my number two is gonna be Scream 2022 or Scream 5 or 5 Creed, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I think this is an awesome film, with this being the first film not directed by Wes Craven. It is a awesome film where you can tell that the people who made this movie were fans. You can tell that this franchise means a lot to them. That because of this franchise, they're horror fans is what I've seen. And I pretty much have nothing bad to say, but I will say Killing Off Dewey was kind of a mistake, but at the same time kind of felt necessary because I am one of those people where I feel that these characters don't need to live on like forever though. But yeah, I think that's what's holding back. And the killer reveals are both. I think Richie was predictable, and Amber, I honestly forgot she was even a character in this movie. Maybe because they didn't really add her into this movie that much. But yeah, other than that, this is an awesome sequel. I like the new characters. I love how much love this movie was made with. This is just an awesome um, legacy sequel, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I'm glad to see that Radio Silence has done good with this franchise so far, and I really hope they get to make a Scream 7. But of course, number one, what did you expect? It's Scream. It's just the original Scream. What else there is to say? This movie is awesome. I have no negatives with this film. This is an absolute perfect film. One of the best horror movies ever made, in my opinion. And I have literally no negatives with this film. It is just an awesome scene. It's just an awesome film from beginning to end, where you get that classic opening scene with the phone ringing with Drew Barrymore to the final act with Billy and Stu and all that. This film is just iconic from beginning to end, and it's just an awesome film. And this real look, this lesser genre. Thank you to Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson for giving us this amazing screen film. What did you guys think about my ranking? Did you enjoy it? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about Scream 6 in the comments below, and we will talk about it. And if you enjoyed this ranking, like it. If you loved it, subscribe and hit the bell notification so you will get notified for my latest videos. Please share this ranking so it will go viral so my YouTube channel can grow more. Thank you all so much for watching, but until my next video or ranking, take care.